The Cassandra River meets the Atlantic Ocean in Ivory Coast is the road of no return. From above, the remains of a French slave trading outpost. Beneath, the tunnel of shame. Here the last steps taken by enslaved Africans before they were forced onto ships bound for the Caribbean and the Americas. Before departure, they bathed in the river, a ritual intended to forget their past.
Hallelujah!
Sever their ties to their families, communities, and their roots. Now their descendants come here to remember. More than 2 centuries after the transatlantic slave trade was abolished. In March, 123 countries at the United Nations voted to finally recognize it as the gravest crime against humanity. But 3 countries voted against the resolution: the United States, Israel, and Argentina. 52 abstained, including the United Kingdom and every member state of the European Union.
If France abstained, it was neither out of indifference nor withdrawal, but because we remain attached to a universal and universalist conception of the memory of crimes against humanity, vigilant never to establish any hierarchy in horror.
There is here in West Africa a growing sense of anger, with people asking why these countries across these shores that have benefited from slavery are still so hesitant to confront its full consequences. In Ghana, a conference on reparatory justice. African and Caribbean leaders endorsing a 10-point plan calling for measures including recognition of slavery as a crime against humanity, debt relief, and the return of stolen artifacts. At Dakar's Museum of Black Civilizations, artists do what politicians have failed to do: honor those who forced and free labor helped build rich nations grow into empires.
We have a duty to remember, and they have a responsibility to recognize what they have done, and that slavery was a stain on humanity.
The trade may have ended generations ago, but the wounds remain open, and the descendants of those enslaved are still searching for understanding, reparation, and ultimately, a chance to heal. Nicolas, Haque, Al Jazeera.